This is the San Francisco Shopping Center on the south side of Market at 5th Street. During construction in the 80s, workers discovered something strange buried in the earth. Stone tools, charcoal, animal bones, 2,000-year-old garbage. Who left these things, and what happened to them? Let's find out. "20,000 years ago, the world was in the midst of an ice age. More ice means less ocean, which allowed human beings to cross from Asia into the Americas. The low sea level also meant there was no San Francisco Bay, just a series of river valleys. After a time, the world warmed and the ice melted. The rising sea levels flooded the river valleys, creating San Francisco Bay. A stream flowed from what's today 16th and Mission into this new body of water. Behind me is what's left of it. Today, it's just a pitiful, choked-up channel, but for thousands of years, it was a wide cove, perfect for human settlement. People moved here, gathering fish and mussels from the waters, hunting the plentiful birds, rabbits, and deer. They gathered acorns, nuts, and berries, which grew abundantly in the surrounding hillsides. The tule reeds lining the shore were used for canoes, constructing housing, clothing, and bedding. The people who settled here were part of a socio-linguistic group of Native Americans called the Ohlone that lived from present-day Monterey to Vallejo. The tribe of Ohlone that lived in what is today San Francisco were called Yelamu, the people of the West. They established a winter village named Siddhartha, where the stream flowed into the bay, and spent their summers at Chuchui, upstream in what is today the Mission District. And it was there, at Chuchui, that the Spanish decided to build their own settlement when they arrived in 1776. Mission Dolores was an outpost intended to project their burgeoning empire through religion and military force. It was overseen by Father Junipero Serra, who saw it as his life's work to convert these so-called heathens. By the 1780s, the Spanish had gathered all the Yelamu in the mission. Some came voluntarily, curious about the newcomers. Others, not so voluntarily. In addition to being taught Christianity, they did manual labor. Forced to live in small, cramped huts, they were forbidden from leaving the mission grounds. Whippings and beatings were the punishment for disobedience. Being unused to European diseases, they were especially susceptible and many perished. An English naval captain who visited in 1817 reported that many had died and, quote, "the remaining inmates of the mission were in as miserable condition as it was possible to conceive." When the Spanish first arrived, there were 500 Yelamu people. By 1820, mission records show that just 5 individuals remained. Time passed, and after clashes of empires far away, control of San Francisco passed from Spain to Mexico and finally to the United States. In 1851, as the finishing touches were being put on Market Street, a U.S. government agent interviewed a Yelamu man named Pedro Alcantara. He said, "I'm all that's left of my people. I am alone. They've died like grass and gone to the mountains." He was born in Mission Dolores. His mother had been born here in Sittlintock beside the flowing stream. The first people who lived in what is today the south of Market have passed into history, but communities of their Ohlone cousins thrive all around us in the Bay Area. Check out the links in the description to learn more about the past, present, and future of the Ohlone people. Do you have a special connection to this land? Who are the original people to live in your area? Let us know in the comments, and see you in the next video.